the end. That way y'all check that off. Hopefully you already did your first one. And then we'll be ready to go and you guys can have the rest of the night. Maybe you're gonna journal, maybe you're gonna read, or just not worry about this at all. So let's see. Here we are. And also, just due to the nature, I'm gonna start recording. No, actually I don't need to record because this is in Facebook. All right, so due to the nature of Zoom, I am not going to be playing any music or anything. So that way you guys can always hear my voice. If at any time you can't hear me or anything, please unmute yourself and let me know. All right, so for now, if everyone can just meet on the mat in child's pose. So again, child's pose, you have your knees wide apart, almost as wide as the mat, if that's comfortable for you. Toes touching behind you and arms are spread out almost as wide as your shoulders, fingertips wide apart. Just take a moment to connect with this moment, connect with your mat, and become present with yourself in this space. Just take some normal breaths and start to observe your body and how it feels. Notice any sensations you have. Bring your awareness to parts of your body that are in contact with the mat. And then bring your awareness with the parts of your body that are not in contact with the mat, but pointed towards the mat. Deep belly breath, feel your belly expand and press against your thighs and your hips, expanding the hips slightly, pressing back your hips as you exhale. Think of an intention that you want to set for yourself. And we'll seal our intentions with a collective cleansing breath. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the mouth, HA. From here, make sure your hands are reaching out forwards. Tuck your toes underneath behind you and lift your hips up for your first downward facing dog. Take a moment to bend one knee at a time and then the other. We call this walking your dog. So walk your dog as many times as you need to. And take those full breaths, making sure that your palms are wide apart, fingertips wide. You're pressing your hands away from your feet and your hips high to the sky. Almost like you're trying to stretch the mat apart with your hands and feet. On an inhale, just lift both of your heels up. On an exhale, press both of your heels down as you lift your hips high. On your next inhale, press your thighs back, look forward, bend your knees, and begin to walk towards your hands. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. A nice measure is putting two fists between your feet. If they fit, then you should be hip distance. And we'll go to Ragdoll, grabbing the outer sides of your biceps or elbows, and allow your upper body to hang here. Taking a nice deep bend in your knees as much as you need to support your low back, to protect the back of your legs and your knees. Shake your head, yes and no. Make sure that your weight is towards the balls of your feet. Some people like to sway here, maybe sway from side to side like you're just a little rag doll. Find stillness in the center. Allow your crown to reach towards the mat. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release your arms. Bend your knees slightly and unravel one vertebrae at a time, slowly coming to standing. And heel toe your feet almost to touch, maybe an inch apart. Roll your shoulders all the way up, back, and down your spine. Palms down by your side. You can have them facing your body or facing forward. This is an active standing pose, so think about aligning your shoulders over your hips, over your knees, over your ankles. Think about beaming straight from the center of your chest forward and up. We're going to move slowly through a round of Sun Salutation A, and then we'll do either 2 or 3 more, moving one movement per breath. So first we'll take it slowly. Flip your palms out towards the outside. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to Tadasana. Exhale as you swan dive forward to a fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. So halfway lift, your hands can be either at your shins, your knees can be bent or straight, or your fingertips can be right by your toe, by your pinky toes on your mat. Make sure that you slightly tuck your chin so that your cervical spine or your neck is also in alignment with the rest of your spine. Tuck in your belly here, so try not to let your belly hang, but lift it up in towards your body. Take one more inhale and flat back. As you exhale, place your palms on the mat and step back to high plank or high push-up. Option to come here onto your knees. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, lower down slowly to Chaturanga Dandasana or low push-up. Let's everyone come onto our bellies here. Untuck the toes with the tops of your feet are flat on the mat. Keep your hands down by your low ribs. Fingertips are spread apart, facing forward. You're looking now probably at the top edge of your mat. On your inhale, lift your chest and gaze forward. That's low cobra. On your exhale, lower down. We'll take one more like that. Inhale to low cobra. Maybe try hovering the hands for an added challenge. Exhale, lower all the way down. The next time we come up, we're going to take either low cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Take an inhale and move to your choice, upward facing dog or low cobra. If you're in low cobra, go through your knees up to downward facing dog on your exhale. If you're in upward facing dog, press your hips side by side, flip one foot over, and then the other coming to a downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths here. With every breath, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha, which is where your diaphragm is. As you exhale, you're squeezing that little space at the bottom part of your ribs. On your next inhale, press your thighs back, look forward, bend your knees, and hop, jump, or walk towards your hands. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up by the sides. Look up. And exhale, bring your hands down by your side in Samasthiti. Palms face forward or down by your side. Either way, fingertips are active. We're going to take 2 more rounds of this and move a little bit faster, one movement per breath. That's what I'll be cueing, but you're welcome to take it at your own pace. And anytime you need a break, you can sit in child's pose. Let's take a cleansing breath together before we begin. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, step back to high plank, and flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up, low cobra or upward facing dog, back to downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths here, thinking about pressing your hips higher and higher, pressing into your arms or your hands and your feet, driving those heels towards the mat, tucking up and in with your belly, drawing those shoulders down your spine, away from your ears. And on your next inhale, prepare to move forward. Bend your knees as you look forward and hop or walk towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands back down by your side. We'll take another cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale, HA. One more round. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, step back to high plank. Flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up, modified or not. Low cobra or upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Taking 5 more breaths here. Remind yourself of the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Remind yourself of the commitments that you've made for this 40-day program. Remind yourself that you're just learning in this beginning. On your next inhale, prepare to move forward. Bend your knees and look towards your hands, and either jump, float, or walk towards your hands as you exhale. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms all the way up. Bring your hands to heart center this time. Palms together, thumbs at your heart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out your mouth. Bring your hands down by your side, palms face forward or towards your body. We'll take a moment to just come back to this place in our mat. And if anybody has any questions at this point about Sun Salutation A, you're welcome to unmute and ask. I'll give you guys a few seconds to do that. Otherwise, we'll move on. Do you have any questions? Great. So moving on to Sun Salutation B, that starts with chair pose. They call it Thunderbolt in the book. So on your inhale, bend your knees to 90 degrees, reach up and forward. I like to think of this as holding a big yoga ball in front of you and then lifting it as high as you can. So your thumbs are pointed out, pinkies are in, like you have that shelf for a yoga ball to sit on. I like to also bring my toes to touch my heels slightly apart here and press into the knees. Squeeze your abs here, lift the core, sit your bottom a little bit further down and possibly back. Take a peek down at your toes. If your knees are in front of your toes, bring your knees back a little bit, even if that means having to stand up a little bit more. Bring your gaze back towards the top where your hands are reaching. Take another inhale and sit 1 more inch. Final inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Hands sweep down by your side. Once they're by your feet, you lift your hips back up, straighten your legs as much as you can. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, palms down and flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up, low cobra or upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog. From here, take 1 inhale and down dog. As you exhale, step your right foot forward to warrior 1 feet. Spin your back leg down or back heel down. and raise your upper body on the next inhale, arms joining. If you have a tight low back, you can bring your hands at heart center here. Remember here, you want your knee directly over the ankle. Our goal is to try to get a 90-degree here from our thigh to our shin. And more importantly, is squaring the hips forward and making sure that your knee isn't coming in or out too far, but it's in alignment with that heel and the toes. Breathe here. Take a moment to look up towards your hands as you inhale. Exhale, follow your hands back down to your mat, surrounding your foot. Step back to high plank and flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up, low cobra or upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog. Take one inhale. Left side, exhale as you step forward. Drop the heel in the back. Square the hips, rise with your next inhale. Again, bringing your hands to heart center if this is tight on your low back. Square your hips. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. So really lifting the arch in the back foot, keeping your front knee directly over that ankle. Arms all the way up if you can, or at your heart center. Spin those pinky fingers in, thumbs out. Take one more inhale as you look up towards your hands. Exhale, follow your hands as they meet the mat. Step back to high plank and flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up, low cobra or up dog as you inhale. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. If you've built up a lot of heat and you want to release some heat, you can exhale out your mouth. On your next inhale, prepare to move forward. Bend your knees, look forward, and walk or float as you exhale. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Gently lower the hips, bend the knees, and come back to thunderbolt or chair pose. We'll hold this for another 5 breaths. Always taking the option of bringing your hands to heart center if this begins to hurt your low back. One more inhale here. Exhale to sit 1 more inch. Final inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Sweep your hands down, lift the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step back to high plank and flow through your vinyasa. Or if you're very tired, you can just meet us in downward facing dog. From downward dog, we'll do warrior 1 and 2. So step forward with your right foot. Drop the back heel. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up. Just making sure that your hips are squared here. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, open up your hips to the side wall. Maybe take a wider stance by heel toeing either your front or back foot. Arms are straight, fingertip to fingertip in alignment with your shoulders. And your gaze is over that front fingertip. Good job. Take a moment, flip that front palm. We'll reverse our warrior. Reach back with your left arm, up with your right, keeping your legs where they are, and gazing up over your fingertips. Slight back bend to open up the right side body here. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, come to warrior 2 for a split second, and then helicopter your hands back down to surround that front foot. Step back to high plank and flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up, low cobra or upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog. Next side, left foot forward, warrior 1. Drop the back heel. Your inhale brings you up. Square your hips. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Keep that knee over the ankle. Take one more breath in. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Take a possible wider stance if needed. Your gaze is directly over that front middle finger. Flip the front palm. Reach down with your right arm, up with your left. Gaze up to the ceiling, making sure that your left knee is pushed outward. One more breath in as you reach. Exhale to warrior two. And cartwheel your hands down. Step back to high plank and flow through your last vinyasa, high to low push-up. Low cobra or upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. From here, we'll all take a loud cleansing breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, HA. Gently lower your knees to the mat. Cross your ankles behind you and have a seat. Because that's already been 20 minutes, we're just going to add a little bit of stretching and we'll make you go through boat pose. But if you want to do abs on your own after this, you're more than welcome to. So extend your legs out in front of you. Take your hands and remove the fleshy part from underneath your sit bones so that your bones are directly in contact with the mat. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, keep your chin up as you gaze over your feet, reaching either down towards the ankles, your shins, or your feet. Trying to keep a flat back. So wherever you need to reach, maybe it's up by your knees, maybe it's all the way seated. Everyone has different levels of flexibility in their hamstrings. Take one more inhale as you fill your chest. Exhale, maybe pull yourself a little bit further, push your edge, keep your gaze forward. Take one more inhale. This time as you exhale, we're gonna let our head and everything let go. So bend your knee, let your knees bend if they want to. Allow your arms to be limp. It's almost like you're in Ragdoll again, but this time you're seated. And just let everything hang. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body as you support yourself coming back to a seated position. We're going to come onto our backs now. We're going to come into a reclined pigeon pose. It's a figure four. Take your right ankle and cross it over the front of your left knee. And if this is enough, just placing it there, that's great. Otherwise, you can reach through your leg towards the back of your thigh or the front of your shin. And pull this towards you until you feel a stretch that works for you. Release the leg and switch sides, this time keeping your right foot on the floor. Cross your left ankle over the right knee and either reach for the back of your thigh or the front of your shin. Keep in mind that both of your sides of your body are different. So what might be accessible on one side maybe is too tight on the other. And that's okay, we always meet our body where it's at. Take one deep inhale. And as you exhale, release the leg back down. We're going to come into what I call waterfall pose. Lift your legs all the way up, like you're stepping on the ceiling, and your arms like you're a mummy. And we're just gonna hang out here. This is a good pose to get into if you ever have insomnia, trouble sleeping, or you have swollen legs, ankles, or hands. This helps to drain the lymphatic fluid back to the lymph nodes so that our body can process it appropriately. And as you lay here in waterfall pose, I invite you to close your eyes already. Think about softening your neck, feeling the gravity on your body here. Your limbs perfectly stacked. It should be an effortless pose here. Take one inhale, flip your palms towards the wall behind you. As you exhale, slowly lower your legs and your arms down to the mat. Keep your palms face up as you make contact with the mat. Allow your feet to be as wide as the mat, your toes to splay out to the side. Keep your palms face up here in order to receive the restoration of this final pose, Shavasana. Allow your eyes to sink deeply into your eye sockets. Release the tension in your brows. Unclench your jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soften all parts of your body. Soften your neck. Squeeze your shoulder blades to open up your chest. And breathe a little bit freer. Surrender all control. Know that your body knows what to do. Our job is to let it be. Relax your belly. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs, your glutes. Soften your knees. Soften your calves, ankles, your feet, your toes. Travel back up your toes to your feet, to your ankles, up your shins, your kneecaps, your thighs, your hips, your belly and low back, your low ribs, your chest, your shoulders, your armpits. Relax your biceps, your elbows, your forearms, wrists, hands, fingers. Sit in silence for the remaining of this time. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Lovely. Begin to take deeper breaths. Filling your chest and your belly. Noticing the rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, extending your fingertips away from your feet. Taking a nice big morning stretch, coming out of corpse pose as we awaken again. Breathe in. And as you exhale, roll onto your right side, come into a fetal position using your right bicep as a pillow. Place your left hand on your heart. Remind yourself what your intention was at the beginning of the practice. Give yourself love and gratitude for taking the time out of your day to stay committed to your goals, to stay committed to your well-being. Take a nice deep inhale, press your hand into your heart. And as you exhale, use the same hand full of love and gratitude to press your way up into a comfortable seat, staying with your eyes closed, staying internal. Neither place your hands in prayer, hands, palms together, thumbs towards your heart, or stack your hands on your heart. We will close our session today with 3 collective cleansing breaths. The first breath is for yourself. The second breath is dedicated to those who have practiced with us today. And the third breath is for the community that surrounds us. Take a moment to bow your head in acknowledgement of all the work you've done today. Take a nice deep inhale to begin our 3 breaths. Exhale for yourself. Inhale. Exhale for all of us. Inhale. Exhale for all of them. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in each of you. Thank you for practicing tonight. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, getting a little bit closer here. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns about anything, let me know.
No
Good job.
concerns. Just wanted to say thank you. This was
Thank
wonderful.
you. Thank you, Christine. Good to see you virtually.
You too.
All right, is everyone feeling good?
Yes, thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. Your
Thank you.
Shavasana time counted as your meditation. I let you guys lay there because you weren't in your bed.
Okay.
So, all right. Well,
Bye.
have a good night, everyone. Drink your
Good night.
water, stay committed to your goals, get your journaling done. Have a good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, Michi.
Bye.